Princess Lavina must pick her husband and she only has 1 week. Once I put this spell on her, you have to meet her before Prince Philip. Soon the kingdom of Rain and Oz will be ours, exclaimed the witch. The crow just sat there, perched on a shelf next to the witch's spells of love and hate. He was the secret weapon. The crow's job was to keep an eye on Lavina or turn into a snow-white singing dove and lure her into the dark forest. "Hello, Philip," greeted the king. "How can I be of assistance to you?" he asked. "I was on my way back to the castle. I just stopped to see if Lavina was home," said Philip. "No, she's not home. She went for a stroll in the walnut grove," said the king. "Okay, I'll go catch her in the grove then." Lavina was on her stroll, and as the curious girl she is, she wandered off the path to check out a twinkle in the distance. Lavina accidentally walked right into the heart of the dark forest. She was right where the witch wanted her. "Hello, darling," soothed an old woman. "Who are you?" the old woman asked. "I am Princess Lavina of Rain and Oz, kingdom of Maywaters, far, far away," she said proudly. "Oh, where are my manners?" she said. "I'm Glenda. I live in a small cottage and I have no food. Would you give me some coins in exchange for a carriage ride home? You must be tired from walking." The old woman was the witch in disguise, but Lavina took the deal. Then the old woman made a beautiful carriage appear with a man dressed in armor ready to drive it. "This is my son," the witch said. Lavina hopped in the wagon, not knowing it was the Dark Prince driving her home. The Dark Prince and Lavina talked, but she started to feel uncomfortable. There was a weird romantic feel about the ride home. She loved Prince Philip, and though this was flattering, she couldn't take it. The princess ordered him to stop the carriage, and then she got out and walked the rest of the way home. The Dark Prince angrily drove home. When he told the news to the witch, she burst into fury. "I knew you'd blow it," she yelled. "Crow!" she summoned. In frustration, she cast a strong hate spell on her crow. "Now go and study the princess and make sure that Philip guy doesn't see her. Bring Lavina to me." Crow set out and found not only Lavina walking in the beautiful cherry blossoms by the castle, Crow also saw that no good Philip approaching her. Crow swooped down and started to peck a hole in the prince's wagon wheel. He wasn't a woodpecker, but he had one sharp beak. Then the wheel detached from the wagon, and the wagon began to roll over. It made a lot of noise. Crow knew that Lavina would notice. He zoomed over to Lavina and shape-shifted into a gorgeous singing dove. He guided her to the witch's cottage, where she fell into a trance. The witch had cast a love spell on Lavina. When she woke, she was in the dark forest. The witch's son gathered her up in the dark forest. She was love-struck. He took her home and once again blew it. The king was watching. "Lavina," he called. "What are you doing with the Dark Prince?" "I don't know," Lavina said. The Dark Prince disappeared. The king took Lavina to the fairy godmother, wondering what was wrong. The fairy godmother revealed that the princess was under a love spell. The only way to reverse a love spell is with a hate spell. After the spell was undone, they held the wedding the next day, before the witch got any more bright ideas. Yeah, almost. This was the tale of love and hate spells, and the reason why the fairy godmother banished the witch and the evil crow and the witch's son forever.